Is Gautam Adani the richest man in the world? Who is Gautam Adani and how did he make his wealth? If you've not followed the trend of the world's richest people, the name Gautam Adani would seem strange. The list has been heavily dominated by Americans and Europeans for as long as anyone can remember. But then it seemed out of nowhere, Gautam breaks through into the top 10 and races for the finish line. Not only is Gautam Adani currently the richest man in all of Asia, but he's also gradually becoming a household name. But who is Gautam Adani? In this video, we look at the man behind the name, his businesses, his net worth, his family, and how he spends his money. Who is Gautam Adani? Born Gautam Shantalal Adani on June 24, 1962, in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, India. This puts his age currently at 60. As a businessman and industrialist, Adani is the chairman and founder of the mining to energy conglomerate Adani Group. The Indian billionaire is married to Preeti Adani. The couple has two sons, Karan Adani and Jeet Adani. What's Gautam Adani's net worth? Gautam Adani currently sits as the second richest person in the world, a feat not many have been able to achieve in recent times. He's currently estimated to have a net worth of about $149 billion. To put things in better perspective, in January 2022, popular Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani remained the richest man in India and Asia. In February 2022, Gautam Adani was named Asia's richest person. In August, Fortune had ranked him as the third richest person, surpassing Bernard Arnault, the French billionaire who owns most of the luxury brand portfolio LVMH. Arnault's fortune has slipped by $42 billion so far this year to $136 billion. While it seemed at the time that Gautam Adani's new third spot was a result of Arnault's loss of fortune, in September 2022, Adani had overtaken Amazon's founder, Jeff Bezos. There are few people who have experienced such a rise in the world's richest person list as Adani has enjoyed. In the last year, Gautam Adani is the only billionaire among the top 10 who hasn't experienced a loss of fortune. Could this be sheer luck, or are we about to see a new world's richest person come from another continent? Time remains the greatest storyteller. Adani's rise to riches. How did Gautam Adani make his money? It takes much more than luck to go from what many would term obscurity to becoming a contender for the world's richest person. However, his critics seem to think otherwise. For them, Gautam Adani has seen about a 1,600% increase in his wealth since the Indian Prime Minister came into power. But according to Forbes, Adani's success results from his leading aggressive growth strategies in renewable energy, airports, and media companies. Gautam Adani is a known close friend and ally to the Prime Minister. Adani gave his private jet to the then Prime Minister-elect for use during his victory tour. At the time of Prime Minister Modi's election win in 2014, Gautam Adani was reportedly worth an estimated $8 billion. Fast forward to today, he's India's richest, Asia's richest, and the second richest man in the world. While $8 billion is no small money, these days such an amount will only get you above the 100th position on the world's richest people list. So to help understand Adani's rise to wealth and fame, let's begin with his humble beginnings. Gautam Adani's early life. Gautam Adani wasn't born into wealth or had a ridiculous amount of inheritance. His father was a small textile merchant who worked really hard to fend for Gautam and his 7 siblings. Gautam dropped out of Gujarat University, where he hoped to study for a bachelor's degree in commerce. From his choice of study, it had been obvious for a long time that Adani was keen on making a living as a businessman. He had his eyes set on business, but was not interested in his father's textile business. Gautam Adani as a businessman. Adani saw his chance to become a businessman in 1981 when his elder brother bought a plastics unit and asked him to manage the business operations. Understanding the demand for polyvinyl chloride, PVC, in India at the time, Adani began importing primary polymers full-time for small-scale industries in 1985. Realizing he was now in business, Adani established Adani Exports, which would later be renamed Adani Enterprises. This is the holding company for his Adani Group. At the time, Adani's company only dealt with power and agricultural commodities. If luck and wishes make businessmen lucky, then Adani had found his genie. Economic liberalization policies favored his business so much he had to expand to trading agro-products, metals, and textiles. He finally found his way back to the family business, but on a larger scale. When the Gujarat government wanted to outsource the management of the Mundra port in 1994, Adani's bid won the contract. This was the window of opportunity he used to set up his first jetty, and it would eventually see his company become the largest private sector port in India today. Adani branched out into the power sector by establishing Adani Power under the arm of the Adani Group. Today, Adani Power is the largest private thermal power producer in India. With his experience in the power sector, he ventured into power generation. From 2009 to 2012, he acquired Abbot Point Port in Australia and Carmichael Coal Mine in Queensland. So when Adani won the world's largest solar bid worth $6 billion by the Solar Energy Corporation of India, SECI, in May 2020, it came as no surprise. The contract was awarded to his subsidiary, Adani Green. When 6 Indian airports were lined up for privatization in 2018, it was reported that India's Prime Minister Modi relaxed the rules to allow companies with no experience in running airports to bid for them. As a result, Adani's company bought all 6 and became the country's biggest airport operator. This includes a 74% stake in Mumbai International Airport, India's second busiest after Delhi, which Adani also acquired in 2010. In May 2022, the Adani family acquired Ambuja Cements and its subsidiary ACC from Holcim Group for $10.5 billion. His latest buying of the country's national news broadcaster NDTV in August 2022 has raised several concerns. A subunit of Adani Group, AMG Media Works Limited, AMNL, declared that it planned to buy RRPR Holding. RRPR Holding is the owner of 29.18% of NDTV. Adani is set to bid further through a third party to buy 26% more of the holding. How does Gautam Adani spend his money? Generally, Gautam Adani lives a private life. However, as one with growing wealth, it's difficult not to make splurges that'll get the public's attention. Real estate. Gautam Adani is believed to have a heavy real estate portfolio, but little is known of them. However, it was reported that the Adani Group won a bid for Aditya Estates in 2020. The deal cost the billionaire a whopping $52 million. The home is set to sit on 3.4 acres of land. Private jets and helicopters. Asia's richest men sure know how to stand out from the lot. Mukesh Ambani's multi-billion-dollar home left the world in awe for years. So it's no surprise that the current richest person in Asia and the second richest person in the world owns 3 private jets. That's right, 3. The whole idea of private jets is to avoid commercial flight delays. But when you're Gautam Adani, you don't trust your private jet to always be on schedule. So Adani purchases 3 just in case your other 2 jets are held up for whatever reason. According to India Times, Adani private jets consist of Beechcraft, Hawker, and Bombardier. While private jets work for national and international trips, it has no use for trips within the city. As a businessman, Adani has little time to waste on traffic delays. So he's reported to have purchased 3 helicopters for personal use. So don't get us started on why he needs multiple helicopters for personal use, or his fascination with the number 3. One of his helicopters is the AgustaWestland AW139. The twin-engine chopper has a 15-seat capacity and can achieve a top speed of 310 kilometers per hour. Cars. Gautam Adani is known for his luxurious cars. He is said to have a lot of them. In his garage, you'll find the Rolls-Royce Ghost, BMW 7 Series, and Ferrari California, amongst others. With his current share increase across the companies he owns, one could only wonder if he'll be able to overtake Elon Musk to become the world's richest man. Do you think Gautam Adani can break the jinx and become the world's richest man? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. Also, if you found this video informative and entertaining, please share it with your friends. And kindly give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring videos. See you in the next video.